Sorry folks, it was pretty obvious. I didn't put a forward bracket on that. So now it works. We'll enter a response body. We'll go like this. And I'll say it's supposed to be at least. Yeah, I don't want response body. Let's go over here. Let's go to validation. Validate. Let's go over here. Let's say response body. Let's make that reply. I jumped from reply to response. All right, let's do it again. No, it's not. Hold on. What did I call this? I called it response body, but I'm just taking a look. No. What is it in here? In here, it is reply body. I think. Let's try reply body. Let's try that again. No, it's still coming up response body. Why would it? Oh, let me go like this. Sorry. Yeah, okay. And then we'll do some, and then we'll go like this. And then I'll say, yeah, I'm totally doing that and stuff. Now we will apply that, and let's hold our breath. Apply posted, but nothing happened. Let's take a look. No, it's in there. Oh yeah, and I didn't clear this out, by the way. Forgot to clear this out. Hey, it worked. Document. Get on the ID. But it's supposed to post up there. Reply body. Value equals blank. Well, let's hit refresh and let's see if it's there. So there it is. But the problem is it's not showing up. Response error. Let me see. It's not showing up in real time. Let me see. Echo. Response. 0, 1. Response error 1. Plus under HTML is discussion list. Discussion list. That's what I called it, wasn't it? Yeah, discussion list. Inner HTML. Discussion list dot inner HTML. And then the discussion list dot inner HTML equals response plus. Oh shit! Stupid ass. Haste makes waste, children. Let's try that again. Yeah, I'm really like doing it. Bam. So there you go. And look, we got the time and everything. Beautiful. Now, and then reply posted, and if I do an error, then it just comes up with the error message. So now if I log out, God, I love her, and I log back in as Joe Schmo, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is that it? Yeah. So now if I go here, and I go to general discussion, and I go to this, I can say, yeah, well, suck it big time, Charlie. And then I go like that. Now we have Joe Schmo popping up in there. Well, let's clean something up. I'll be right back 1 second. Sorry about that. In case you're wondering, I'm not going to edit that out. We're going full throttle here. Okay, so now, to finish this project off, we want to do something with the general discussions. We want to put in a couple more. Where are we at in terms of time? 4 minutes. We've got time. Let's do that. Let's get rid of you. Let's get rid of everything we don't need anymore. Let's go back to the very beginning. Go back to the beginning. Let's go over here to the landing page, the index. We have this here. And let's get get this out of here. We'll keep that for now. Keep that, we'll keep that, and let's get the landing app. We have, dude, can you keep the landing page open, please? Please? Oh, you did. What is it you do here? So we have the forms that we have: landing form show, landing form title. That's all we have. And with the href, we're going to just go form, and we're going to go bloop bloop. If ID. What I was originally going to plan on doing, or what I was originally doing, was and I could have just done it anyway if we just went with the natural form processing. I was going to have a picture represent it. Instead, we'll just make our own pictures. And if you want, you can do like we did the last time with CodeIgniter, where we had the randomly generated background colors for the default pictures. We made our own default pictures. You could do the same thing where you randomly have different colors. But with this, we're going to do it a little simpler. Dude, where's my landing? Where's my landing styles? Where's my landing styles? Thank you. This we're going to do a little simpler. We're going to go landing form show. Where's my landing page? Landing form show. Wait, I have, let's see. Okay, landing form listing. Let's do that first. Listing. We got to do a couple of things with this. First, we got to give it a width of 800 pixels. We got to give it a margin of 0 auto, and we also have to say display flex and justify content space between. I also want to give it a margin top above 10 pixels. I don't want it just squishing up against that thing there. So there you have that. Now, we'll go landing form. I'm just very excited that we did this. We did it. Congratulations. Landing form show. And we're going to make that a width each of 140 pixels. We're going to give it a padding of 5 pixels. Background color of RGBA. 150, 150, 150, 0.4. I'm going to try to not put my head down that much. And good. And then landing form title, I think I called it A. We'll just do, actually, no, we'll do text font size 20 pixels. Text align, center, we'll see how that works. Font family, we'll do the old Oswald. Arial. When we'll say text decoration none, we will also say color, we'll do the var primary color. I was thinking of not having the logged in user go to the dashboard, but well, who gives a shit? Well, because then you'll be prompted to log in again. But if you go to FACM, it'll just take you to, whatever. That's okay. We want to make that a little larger in terms of height. Height will do 200 pixels. And because we like rounding out the borders, we'll do border radius of just 5. We don't want it to be 10. It's not that big. That's what she said. Whoop, wrong thing. Sorry. Haste makes waste, children. Pay attention to what you're doing. Not like your bookman. That looks stupid, so let's put the height at about 100 pixels. And I think I could do a margin top or a padding top. Margin can push things down. Padding top of 10 pixels. Just to kind of move it away. Yeah, fuck it. You want to be like that? Cool. Be like that. I also think maybe we could make it a little larger. 60 and 120. And oh yeah, cursor. Let's fool people. They'll think that the whole thing clicks to something else. If you want, we can also do a background of this. Like we could change the background when you hover. Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll do the hover. We'll do a little bit of a hover. Show hover. And we'll make the background color a little lighter. So we'll do RGBA 190, 190, 190, 0.2. Should be light enough. There you go. And then we click on it, takes us right to the form. And then we'll go to the discussion, and then there we have it. And then we can respond to Joe Schmo and say, shut up, Deke. Huh? Oh, I'm not logged in. Shit. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Did I log in? I didn't log in? Yeah, that's a good idea. Thanks for reminding me, guys. I should totally knock that out if you're not logged in. So, forums, discussion. Let's go down here. Auth. And auth. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's say, why don't you suck it, Deke? Okay, we'll just do that. And then there you go. The only thing is it's not listing. All right, well, if it's not going to list the way we want, then we'll just change this. Let's go. We'll go response which makes sense. The response when it comes to forums, it goes ascending, not descending, typically. By default, it goes ascending, I believe. Yeah. And then, if we were to log out, and we were to go here, and we were to say, hey, I want to poll. I want to poll. You can't post because you're not logged in. So then if you log in and you're Joe Schmo and you say, oh, this dick responded to me. Well, now I'm going to respond to you. Shut up, you so and who's it, what's it? That doesn't make sense, but there you have it. I like cursing myself out. If we add more, so let's take a look at adding more. If we add another form, if we create a form and we call it, hot women, which I've done before, obviously, and then we go to hot women and we start a discussion, we say, I love my Cleopatra on SMT5, which is who that is. We start that, and then we go, yeah, she's hot, baby. We go like that, and we reply and everything. So now if we go back to, if we log out, now you'll see general discussion. If you put more, it'll sort of squeeze them in. Hot women, general discussion, and everything. But we want to kind of clean up. Now that we've done that, we want to kind of go here and we want to kind of do something with this. Now, how much time do I have? 13 minutes. We're in, okay. So we want to do something with that. Now, we've only passed the user. Whoops. We've only passed the user. But we can do anything we want with that user. If we go, now there are two ways you can do this, or there are a few ways, but there are two ways that you can do the dashboard. Again, we want discussions, the discussions that we've put together, and we want responses that aren't ours. The easy way is to just create objects or make arrays of our discussions and the responses and pass them through. That's the easy way. But I want to show you something. And we're going to use PHP Artisan Tinker. What PHP Artisan Tinker is, Python, Ruby, they all have their own terminal manipulate, where you can manipulate like the tables and stuff like that. Now that we have responses in the discussions, we can kind of take a look at things better. So we're going to make a user object of me. We're gonna get me. So now this is me, right? So from here we can take a better look at our discussion relationship. If you look, this is my user ID, and on the form ID, I created this discussion. And then I created this discussion. That's a has many. A has many means that linked to the specific object that owns that other object. So the user object owns the discussion object. The discussion belongs to the user. The user makes many discussions. Now that you've seen it on the actual site, you should get a better understanding of what that means and why I didn't have the forum linked to the user and why each one of these discussions and everything is linked to the forum and the user. So if we did the same thing, we said forum equals forum find one. Oh, wrong one. Forum equals forum find one. And then we did a forum discussion, we would see the same thing for the forum with the ID of one. But we're not really basing everything off the forum, we're basing everything off the user ID. The problem persists in now trying to get the replies from the discussion using the user relationship. Now again, we could just go user reply or response. Oh, I didn't, oh God. Oh my God. Whoops. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, no. No, we're gonna have to exit out. Oh, yeah. So we can do the same thing. We can do the same thing with the user and the response, since it's linked to the user. But the problem with this is that we don't want it to link to the user specifically because we don't want our responses. We want the responses that aren't ours. We want the responses that came from somebody else. So if we were just going to list our own responses, then yeah, then our response would make perfect sense. We would just have our response in there. But since we want to link it to somebody else, we want to kind of use the user discussion relationship to the response. But the problem is that discussion, which one? You see, so that becomes the problem, because if we just do this and then we do response, it's going to give you an error message that there's no response for this collection, because we're just looking at the user, we're looking at the broad scope of the discussions. We're not looking at any individual. So if you kind of do, if you go like this, discussion equals user discussion first, now we're going to have the first. So now if we go discussion response, then now it knows, okay, so discussion ID of one that this user created has these responses. So with that being pinpointed, we can say which ones are not the discussion that came from this specific user, the user that we're linking all this stuff into. So again, we can easily do that, but then like this is a more visual look at it, right? But like if I were to go user discussion first response, that you can get, you'll get that too. But we can just keep breaking it down. User discussion first response let's see, response I don't know, would this work in here? Would this query work? I don't think so. Let's just go let's go get. I don't know. No, we don't need that. Well, you get the point. So the only thing is, like I said, we need the discussions that we've created, or we just want the responses that aren't ours. So I think in this sense, like, so the one way that we can do it is we can say for each discussion, look for each, we're going to have like a nested for each. We could do it that way. Wow, that took me a long time to describe. So we could do it that way. Well, let's do the easy thing first, okay? Let's go to our landing page. But that was just to give you, now we can just Control C and get out of that. That's just giving you a visual concept of what we're doing here, of what we've done. And I hope that makes more sense to you and how strong or powerful, if you will, the Laravel relationship thing is. The relationship functionality is it's brilliant, and it just saves you, as you've seen. I mean, we've done this forum, which is a little bit more intricate a site than we did with the CodeIgniter blog. We finished this forum in 14 videos. We're done. Like, all I'm doing now is displaying stuff. And just to show you exactly how easy it is to display things, we did it in 14 videos. That's like 7 hours, not even. And I'm talking most of the time. Let's go back to our our dashboard. So we have the discussion count here, else inside here we'll just do a for each. For each, not fucking for each. For each, we'll say user discussion as UD, and we're only gonna make a paragraph that will give the class of, we're gonna do it this way. Paragraph of class of dashboard, and I'll say links. And the aref will be, and we'll just say main, SM link. And we'll just go forum, and the discussion is the FD forum ID, right? Remember that? And then we will do the FD ID, we'll do that. And class is SM link, and then all we have to do is FD discussion. I'll do the illuminate. Support string limit. Limit is one of those words. And how do I do that again? How did I do that again? I did it. No. Limit support limit the okay. FD body 10. And then close out the paragraph. That. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I guess that doesn't. Oh, wait, hold on. Do I need that? Yeah, I do. Yeah, screw it. We'll just put the body in there. I mean, it's going to make a mess, but we'll just put it in there. Oh, yeah, that makes issues too. Yeah, well, that's kind of a problem. Now wait a minute, can I do that now? Can I do my eliminate? I don't think I will. I mean, it's small. You could fit it. It's not a big deal. So if we click on now, I just want to give it a little bit more space between. Let's go back to our dashboard. So I said dashboard links, right? I mean, do I really need to? Whatever. And I'll just go margin bottom. I don't really think I need this. Is there any point? They're so freaking small. Yeah, I mean, whatever. So when we click on that, it'll just go back to this. And though, again, those are discussions. Those aren't the actual, those aren't like all the posts. Those are the discussions. The responses, on the other hand, are something that we want to do. Let me close that out. Something that we want to get. So let's try to figure this one out logically. User discussion count. So user discussion. I have to get each. For each user discussion, no, okay, so that makes sense. So then what we'll do is for each, because if there's no if you didn't discuss anything, you don't have a response really. Well, not really. Yeah, whatever. For each user discussion as USD, we'll go in there and we'll say for each USD response as UR, and then we'll go if UR user ID does not equal 1, and then we'll just end it. If this doesn't work, then we'll just we can just send a response. It's no big deal. I just want to break this down for you, and we'll go P dashboard links a SM link. That would be forum UR discussion forum ID UR discussion ID, or you can just do discussion ID, and then we'll go UR body. Let's see if this works. Holy crap, it does. Wow. I love Laravel, man. I was just totally shooting that out of my ass. There we go, and sure enough, there we are. Look at that. Oh, man, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. And we're not even at 30 minutes. I want to give myself a round of applause. I know somebody commented about how I should edit this and everything, and I should. He's right. I'm not saying he's wrong. But this was just great. This was absolutely great. And we can test that out now, right? We can go over here. We can log out. We can go into Joe Schmoes again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we can go to... Now, the only downside is that... And I want to kind of, whatever. The only downside is that it would only be based on if you had a discussion and not if you had a response. If you wanted to break that down even further, you can do another for each and say for each reply, or you could, again, you could just make, I wanted to show you the relationships. This is a project. This is not a tutorial per se, but it kind of is. What are these things called again? Form index. Where's my index? Form list, form title. And then we could mess with that too. Form list, form title. I mean, I was thinking of making a whole big thing, but we'll just go like this. Because we're done. If you want to do more with it, we'll just go margin bottom. 5 pixels. If you want to make more of this, then you can go ahead, but I'm just going to put space in there. And if I go up my Cleopatra and I'll say, dude, you need to get a life and get out of this site. And then I log out. Sounds like YouTube. And I come back in as CD the Bookman. And I look, sure enough, and there we go. Oh my God, this is great. Again, its responses based on your discussions. You can break it down further, and you can make it based on whatever. But folks, I mean, we've got a fully functional forum. Whether or not the design is good, you can update, edit your profile. We've done everything here. And again, we looked at it in a manner of actually changing things and displaying things based specifically on our creation of Laravel's relationship system. We are going to move further along, and we're going to do, again, another framework that I'm going to show you. Again, just to give you different ideas. This time I'm going to be studying hard for you guys because I want to make it a lot smoother for you, and I want to show you. And the experience that I've had with these other frameworks will make it a lot easier. I've already kind of used it, but we're going to totally get into that when I return in a little bit. It's going to be another couple months, maybe. We'll see. Take care.